Doing all right. Where do we begin? Well, we're just going to jump right into it. Diaper Pants is going down. Diaper Pants is going to be forced to resign. You heard it from me first. All right, so let's talk about that. I had a lot of people come up in my comments, and not a lot of people, some folks come in my comments and saying, oh, that's not going to happen, you know, Teflon Don and all that. So let me expound on that a little bit. Let's expound on that. Let me take this out. I don't need to hear. I can do this without hearing myself. That's so I can actually hear the video. The reason that it's going to be not good for them is because of the voters. The voters. That's why I have this feeling. Because the voters, I have a video right now that's in the process of being uploaded. I'm going to get a modem today so that I can actually upload videos high speed right here in my place. Okay, I've been working on this since I've been here. It's almost been a week. Tuesday will be a week. It's Sunday. Here. Look, the voters are the ones that are the voters that voted, not just all voters, the voters that voted for his ass, Diaper. They're not happy. They're the ones that want the epi files to come out with Trump's name all through it. Did I have to say Trump? I said it. I may get dinged on here for that. Who knows? But this is truthful stuff, right? This is factual. This is whatever happened to freedom of speech up in here. So look, they're the ones that were saying, now like I said, I have a video that's uploading right now. It's taking a little while. But in that video, I described that I had a coworker at my job who was in management. Okay. He was my friend, still my friend. I hadn't talked to people that I worked with since I left. It's been over 2 years. But anyway, he would leave his office. And he knew he could get some good conversation, right? So he'd come down and talk with me. I'd be down in my space at my desk. And he'd come and sit and chit-chat about me. Of course he was a Republican. Of course he had a Make America Great hat, a MAGA hat, that at one point he was wearing up in the job. And then they said, yeah, nah, you got to kill that shit. You got to kill that. So he was cool. He was cool, dude. He helped me out a lot of shit at my job. Helped me get more fundage, all that. He was my supervisor at one point. But we were able to talk. We were able to talk about politics freely, openly. You know? No argument, nothing like that. He would try to tell me things and I would try to tell him things. And then one day he comes in there and he says, yeah, you know, the Dems, you know, they got this whole thing with this whole child thing going on and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking? And so he's going on and he's explaining, breaking it down. This is the proof and da-da-da-da-da. So, okay, I said, all right, partner. Let me go do my own due diligence and I'll check this out so I can have an intelligent conversation with you about this. So, of course, it's everywhere. It's all over in their world. It's in their world. So I got to go look in their world to see what they're talking about. And this is the kind of stuff that they were talking about. Right? The MAGA people. This is what the conversation was. This is why they were so insistent on Trump running for office and winning. Because they knew, you hear what I'm saying now? They knew that everything that they were saying was true about the Dems, as they call them, and how evil they were. That's why I'm coming on here saying, in this video right here, saying they're going down. It's not going to be because of the Democrats. It's going to be because of the Republicans. A couple of those emails were put out by them. Do y'all know that? Do y'all know that? The one specifically where he's in Epi's house for hours with a young girl at Epi's house. That's the emphasis is Epi's house. So before anybody comes in there and said, well, he could be babysitting. Really? With all his history? And now Epi? And so you're going to defend Epi? See how I'm putting all this together? See the logic? They call this critical thinking. You got to think about all of this. So now the people that put him in office, and that includes all y'all that didn't know. Well, I can't say you didn't know because you did know about how this guy was. Everything from you can grab a woman by the... Y'all let that slide. Everything from him, I talked about it in this video. Everything from him talking about he wants to, with his own blood. But y'all still voted for him. So y'all know. So when those voters that voted for him say, we've had enough because you told us, Dipey, that it was them, and it turns out you are the mastermind behind all this, along with your best friend, your BFF. Come on, y'all. Stop. Who y'all playing with? Don't play in our faces now. Too many people out here are critical thinkers. That's why I can say what I'm saying in that video. Do I have foolproof evidence? Of course I don't. I didn't have evidence that when I told you guys the military troops were going to be in the streets, but I was saying that shit 2 years before it happened, and people were laughing at me. I didn't say it once, I said it many times because I could see it coming. Because he was doing exactly what that guy did. Everything, and he was saying the same shit that guy was saying. And he's still doing it right now. Why do you think I'm taking the steps that I'm taking right now? Because I can see it for what it is. He's telegraphing that shit. He's telling you what he's going to do, and he has always told you what he's going to do. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying in this video. His own voters, the ones that voted for him, are saying, you lied to us, and the price of eggs are not coming down. And you starving us. Do you guys know that the SNAP recipients are mostly those folks, the MAGA people? Do y'all know that? And he's taking food right out of their mouths? Let me give you a little hydration. That's why I can say what I said in there. And in that, I said, those senators and those House of Representatives that are the sycophants that are supporting that dude, there's no way they can stand in front of a microphone and say that they still support that dude. There's no way. You want to talk about political suicide? And they have to go back to their constituents, and they have to go to those town halls and have them people up in their ass, and they're telling them as they stand there and try to shuffle off the stage because they can't even talk about this shit. Hey, well, the price of it. What about the Epi file? What about Trump? What about him with those? What about him with those underage? What? How come they haven't released the Epi file? What is it? Oh, I don't know. Well, instead of I don't know. You're right. When I get back to DC, he's out. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's not because of us. It's not going to be because of the FBI, his people. It's not going to that Cash idiot. It's not going to be because of Bondi, that dweeb. It's not going to be because of them. They're not going to be able to do anything about this. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, as I said in another video, the one that I'm trying to upload, the only way that this can go away for him is if he uses all of our money that we've used for our military, trillions of dollars, to start something that he will ultimately regret if he does that. I said in the video, why do y'all think that admiral decided he was going to retire early? That was his command down there. You know where I'm talking about. I don't have to say it. Why do you think he resigned? He didn't resign. He retired. So he's going to get his shit. Brother, by the way. I don't have to say that. He's still an officer. Admiral, United States Navy. Got the full brass going on. He said, I'm out of here. What have we been telling you? What have us military folks been telling you guys the whole time? What have we been saying to y'all? Any military officer, yeah, they have to obey what the president, the commander-in-chief says, right? But they are not going to break the law. They are not going to do that. So they will do the right thing. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and retire. You go ahead and you get somebody else to do that. I'm keeping my stars. I'm getting my pension. I'm getting all the benefits. The irony is that we both are 60 years old, me and that admiral, and we're similar in the sense that I was the same way. I was out of where we both retired early because we couldn't. I don't want to get on here and talk about personal shit, but it's the same thing. I am not going to do shit that I just, because you're telling me I have to do some shit, and I can see the landscape, and I can see y'all making the changes. I'm talking about me personally. Oh, no, I'm out. He did the same thing. And the similarities are, yeah, give me that. oh, yeah, I get that give me that. And give me that. All right, folks, enough playing around. I'm not playing. This is all seriousness. In all seriousness, y'all. This dude doesn't have a chance. Okay? He doesn't have a chance. And I don't know. I mean, they all those people, those House of Representatives, those senators, and all those constituents back home with these people, these MAGA people, and the people that voted for him that are not MAGA people, y'all know who y'all are too. Y'all are culpable in all of this bullshit too. I'm not letting y'all off the hook. I will never let y'all off the hook for that shit. All right. I got to get myself together. It's very early in the, what time is it? Oh, we're moving right along. Oh, the sun's up. I got to open up my blinds. So I'm going to, 10 o'clock, the mall opens. I'll be heading over to get a modem, and I'll be able to get these videos up. This video you're watching right now, this will be up your time today, right now for you. It's Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. So tomorrow morning when you get up, you should be seeing this. This video will be coming to you live. Okay? Hopefully we can get that modem up the speed and running. And so that's why I rarely do you ever see me put my own shit up here, but I just had to follow that up a little bit. I had to follow that up. All right? Look. I'll see you guys in another video. All right? Take care of yourselves.